What are you wearing right now? Chances are it's pants. They are so ordinary, we never give them a second thought when we get dressed. But what if I told you that this simple garment, just 2 leg holes and a zipper, is the ultimate victor in a millennia-long conflict, a social rebellion, and one of history's greatest gender battles? It's true. This modern symbol of comfort was once deemed a barbaric symbol by Europeans. Centuries later, women wearing them were threatened with jail time for daring to step outside the bounds of decency. How did this humble piece of cloth become the defining line between civilization and savagery? How did it become the ultimate uniform for democracy and rebellion across the globe? Today, we are uncovering the hidden history of the world's most political and most misunderstood piece of clothing, the pants. Buckle up, the revolution begins now. The story of pants doesn't begin in Athens. It begins on horseback. Ancient Greece and Rome favored the flowing, majestic toga and draped garments. They looked down on any clothing that encased the legs. Who wore pants? The so-called barbarians, the Scythians, the Persians, the nomadic tribes. But the barbarians held a vital secret. Pants were infinitely more functional. For riding, fighting, and surviving the brutal cold, pants were a necessity. The toga was great for posing statues, but a disaster on the battlefield. Slowly, as the Roman Empire faded, pants seeped into Western culture. But in Europe, the war for the trousers had just begun, and the next battleground was social class. In the 18th century, the wealthy and noble men of Europe wore fancy, expensive, knee-length breeches called culottes. It was a clear status symbol. But when the French Revolution exploded, the working class and revolutionaries had had enough. They rejected the noble uniform and wore long, ankle-length trousers. They called themselves the sans-culottes, the without breeches. This was not a fashion choice. It was a political declaration. We are the people, and we don't play by your rules. The long pant became the immediate symbol of equality, practicality, and the power of the common man. Pants were now the unchallenged uniform of masculinity and public power, and precisely because of this, they were vehemently forbidden to women. Because pants symbolized male power and the public sphere, a woman wearing them was seen as a dangerous act of rebellion. In cities like Paris, women were legally forbidden to wear trousers in public well into the 20th century, often needing police permission to do so. Yet, history is often written through necessity and defiance. War's necessity. During the 2 world wars, women entered the factories and fields. Skirts were hazardous near machinery. Functionality trumped social morality. Women donned overalls and trousers to keep the world running. Hollywood's defiance. Icons like Marlene Dietrich and Katharine Hepburn appeared in powerful, masculine pantsuits, turning the forbidden into a fashion manifesto. They essentially declared to the world, "This garment belongs to us too." For women, the pants became more than just a piece of clothing. They were a powerful symbol of freedom of movement, equality, and taking control of their own bodies. It was a long fight, but the lines drawn by skirts were finally broken. That is the essence of the pants. Born in barbarism, adopted by practicality, used to fight nobility, and finally wielded as a weapon for women's liberation. The next time you pull on your trousers, don't just feel comfortable. Remember that you are wearing a symbol of a socio-political victory, a 1,000-year-old rebellion, and a relentless fight against the status quo. They were once forbidden, but today that forbidden garment clothes the entire world.